So I was sitting on the trunk for a little bit, sort of contemplating, and then I realized there's an ant's nest. These little red ants, if you can see there. I see them crawling on me, and I'm like, oh, sorry guys. I'm sitting on your house. The forest with sand everywhere. So interesting. I just seen a rabbit over there. Oh, and I think I just see another one. Yep, that's a wow. I'm just talking about seeing a rabbit. This is like the third rabbit I've seen in 3 days. Seen two just now, and saw another one on Saturday. So interesting to see these little guys just roaming around free. And this made me think about life, you know? Living the lifestyle I'm living now, of like moving around a lot. These guys just like go about their day, their life, and they always find what they need. So how come a lot of people don't think that they could do that? You know, just go about life, go anywhere you please, anywhere you want, and always figuring out what you need and what life can give you. Yeah. So I urge you to go out in nature and learn from nature, live through nature, and see what nature has to teach you. The formation of this tree is so interesting. You know, when it's meant for it to be straight, and it creates this bridge-like shape with the limbs still growing up, but the main trunk falling down, and it's not ripped off from the root. It's not ripped off, but just like bended, and you know, it's flexible enough for the other ones to grow up. Very interesting. Makes me think that about a little analogy of like being like a tree, you know, where you could be hard and stuff, but still be flexible enough to where things can thrive from you and still provide shade, still provide the cover that top trunk could have made, but the top limb, but still creates enough shade for everything. And the other one, the brothers can grow up that way, the other one that way, but this one decided to go that way. And it serves as a chair, as I can see. Like maybe people sit there and whatnot. They did cut out that other trunk probably that goes out that way. But very interesting. So I was sitting on the trunk for a little bit, sort of contemplating, and then I realized there's an ant's nest. These little red ants, if you can see there. I see them crawling on me, and I'm like, oh, sorry guys. I'm sitting on your house. So yeah, it's not everything is what it seems. It's not a sitting spot. It's a home for somebody. I got off before I got bitten, luckily. But yeah, it's been so nice to have been able to go into the forest and walk around and sort of just get lost in it. Like I'm on the trails or whatever, but then I get off the trail and I find all these little landscapes of things and amazing smells everywhere. About to sit here for a little bit, get some sun. while enjoying this this view of greenery everywhere. And you know, getting off the path makes me think a little bit of a quick message that just came. You know that in life we're given this path, this road maps that we're supposed to follow, and as we get on the path, it becomes monotonous for a bit to just do the same thing back and forth over and over again. And every once in a while you get a glimpse of, you know, what life could be if you just drift off to the right a little bit and get lost a little bit there and find out what life can become. You know, this year my wife and I, we've moved we moved last year from New York to Pennsylvania, and from northern Pennsylvania we moved to Philly, then we moved to Tucson, Arizona, and now we're in New Mexico. And we've met so many amazing people, we've had so many amazing experiences, and now we're heading to Costa Rica at the end of June. July 1st we land in Costa Rica, and I'm just so grateful to be living this life, and grateful for those people who allow me to live this life. You know, my clients, and you know, it's pretty much my effort to be put into these things, but grateful enough to get paid, and they pretty much fund me and my wife's and my daughter's lifestyle, which is pretty amazing to get to do this and see what life has to offer, what other ways is there to live. And I feel like I'm in a journey of discovering where is there, like, what's the best place to live in for us. As we've lived in two places out here in the West, and both of them have been pretty great. Something really special about New Mexico is that there's not a lot of people walking here, coming from cities, you know, that everyone walks, takes the public system. So the public system here, like a bus, is free. Pretty much just get in and they drop you off anywhere. We don't have a car while we are here. We did have a car in Tucson, which was easier to walk around, but also not having a car allows me to explore more locally and appreciate those things around me. Like, there's parks, there's trails, there's rivers, there's downtown area, there's food markets, there's a bunch of events always happening near us. And thankfully my wife chose a location where it's like close to the center of the city. It's like 10-minute walk from downtown center. But it's been pretty good, you know, to get to use my feet. And in Tucson we did go on hikes and stuff like that, but this time I've been going on runs every morning for the past maybe 3 weeks now, and it's been great. You know, my body feels great. The only thing that doesn't feel too great is my toes, my left foot, because I don't know if I'm running right or I'm putting too much emphasis on it. But even that, I'm like, all right, let's discover what else can we fix, how can we make it better. Yeah, just a little update of my life and discovering all these different things that you may have near you if you just go out for a run, if you go out for a walk. And yeah, just wanted to bring out attention to just going off the trail, and you'll discover this little sitting area here to get some sun. Hope you have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace. Starting to allow me to just follow with the thought and just go right in. So I just had the thought of recording again, and just another message that came to mind is that when you grow up in a place and everyone knows you and you know everybody, and there's a lot of attachments you have to people and places and things, it's such a refreshing thing to go a place that you don't know anything about and you don't know anyone, like we're in Albuquerque, and we don't know anyone here. We've already met some people here, and it's been pretty amazing how quick we can nourish relationships. Been here for like a month and change now, and we've made some really good friendships here so far. It's that when you go to a place that you don't know anybody, you can rebuild yourself, remake yourself, and there'll be no judgments from those around you. There'll be no one to pull you back, and you're pretty much starting from scratch, which is hard sometimes, but there's also freedom that you can reinvent yourself any and which way you want. Yeah, so if you feel stuck, if you feel like you don't know where you're supposed to go, and you feel depressed, and you feel like those people around you aren't the best examples, just sort of go off the path and just reinvent yourself and find a way to shake everything off and start fresh, start from zero, rebrand who you are, reinvent yourself, create a roadmap that you don't even know where it's leading. But I mean, you can always go back, right? Like, you can always, if it gets too tough, if it gets too scary, too hard, you can always retrieve and go back to what you know. But go venture off and find out new things about yourself. Go give yourself a challenge. Like this year I became a handyman, and it went great. You know, I was like, I gotta step back from creating art. I gotta step off from making videos. And I was just doing handyman things, fixing people's like couches, putting together furniture, helping people move, mounting TVs, and I did that since like January of this year till like mid-May or the beginning of June, and it was great, you know. But it also gave me another look at life, and now I'm back to making art, making videos, and it feels so much more stressless, you know, relieved, and yeah, I just started to do these kind of videos where I just turn on the camera and just say a message that came to mind. So I gotta keep up with making content, and this is the path that I want to go on, like just making videos that may help someone, and you know, just giving advice from what I'm living, and at the same time updating people who may know me, who may watch my videos, and you know, just giving a heads up, but also sort of like if you need a breath of fresh air, here it is, you know, just a little thought to consider while you embarking in this journey that we call life, that no one knows the answer to anything, but we're here to experience things, and I think that's what I'm doing right now, just experience life as it comes, and with a little bit of planning, but not so holding on to those plans so tight, being flexible, and keeping forward. I hope this message finds whoever needs to hear it, and yeah, I'll be keeping on adding messages put together. Probably like the last one will be attached to this one or whatever, but my goal is to just share a little bit every day. All right. Decided to do a little bit of barefoot just to feel the sand that I was kicking earlier. It's pretty good. So on the hike today, and then I see this patch of land just burnt. This is a control fire. It's pretty much to repurpose the soil, and as you can see, like, it doesn't pass on the trail. It's pretty much there, and they do this on purpose, right? It's just to have the soil regrow or like change what it's supposed to be. And this is what I'm talking about. When you just want a fresh restart, just burn everything that you had and go for a fresh start. And it's gonna look like this for a little bit, but then it may turn into that, or into a park, or into something you know? So yeah, out with the old, in with the pizza, or in with the new.